who is the platform is built off Coach O, man. The Coach O segment from the spring set, man, the views shot up. Everybody loved that preaching to Coach O. And now we get him standing out here with the vet in the backdrop with the red end zone. Hey, man, without further ado, Coach Otis Riddley.
Yes, indeed.
What's going on, guys?
What do you say, Coach Otis? Really, our fans always look forward to this segment where you really kind of give us that great insight into our opponent. We got a tough opponent coming up today in Delta State. They are a top 25 team in Division II, always tough in that rugged Gulf South Conference. When you take a look at the Gulf South Conference, they normally have 3 or 4 teams that are ranked in the top 25. This year, no different. But this Delta State team, they come in ready to take on our Jackson State Tigers today.
Without a doubt, you look back at Delta State's history, they have a really good history of producing good football players, a good team. My old offensive line coach, Coach Steve Campbell, won a championship there. So that bloodline runs deep. So we're not taking them lightly. We understand there's a lot of Mississippi boys on their roster, so they're going to come into the vet with a lot of energy, with a lot of excitement because they wanted to play in this stadium growing up too. So we're looking forward to the day.
Yeah, and you mentioned a lot of Mississippi boys on the team, but they've taken a page, as many teams have done, in terms of some guys that they've gotten out of transfer portal. You take a look down the roster. There's Clemson, there's Nebraska, there's other Power 5 schools, and they've all brought this together to have this formidable team. They started out 2-1 thus far on the season.
Correct. They got some good players, man. I even coached. Even the running backs, you got Dampier, you got Tristan over there, man, some good players. You got Patrick playing quarterback. So you look at a lot of those guys, man, got a lot of tradition where they come from in high school even. And the thing is, when you play a team like this, you cannot come out slow. You got to come out fast. You got to come out playing your game just like it's a regular game. This is college football. It ain't high school where it's a 5A versus a 1A. This is college football. So you better be ready to strap it up every Saturday.
Yeah, when you take a look at some of their personnel, you mentioned Derek Dampier, but Rico Owens and Derek Dampier, they rushed for over 1,200 yards back in 2019, when they last played football. And 2018, the quarterback today, Patrick Shiga, he was the 2018 co-freshman of the year in the Gulf South Conference. But when you take a look at this team, Shiga comes into this game. He's completed over 73% of his, 68% of his passes. He has 6 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions, and he's from that bloodline. You talked about bloodline, South Panola. We talk about South Panola here in the state of Mississippi. They call it the University of South Panola, all the success that they've had.
No doubt. And then I go back to Rico and my guy Dion. Those 2 guys, man, I coached them at Colin, and you talk about the rushing yards they have accumulated at Delta State. Even at Colin, those guys are averaging 1,000 yards a year. So, I mean, even with Patrick coming out of South Panola was not known for passing the football. But that guy, he kind of changed the trajectory of that program, and they started passing it even more. So you talk about those type of kids, man, they going to Delta State now. They're trendsetters, they're program changers, and they're doing just that in Cleveland, Mississippi.
Yes, indeed. When you talk about some keys to the game, what are some things that you look at that Jackson State needs to do today to really get this offense up and going and get this win today?
2 things. First thing, we need to stop the run, all right? And then the other thing, we need to run the ball. Those 2 things. It's about running it and stopping it. And so if we do those 2 things, we do it well, this game should be taken care of pretty easily. Now, I don't want to, downplay what they can do, but it's on us today. It's on Jackson State football. It's on us to show up in the stadium, play in front of our home crowd with the excitement that these guys are giving off, and really show what we are about. It's time to get down to the nitty gritty. We got a bye week next week, so leave nothing to chance this week. Leave it all out there on the field, and let's play some football, have some fun in front of our red out crowd here at the vet.
You talk about the game day atmosphere. We smell the barbecue pits out there, but it is going to be an electric atmosphere today. Home opener for Jackson State football. What's been the mood of the team during the course of the week?
Man, the team has been in a great mood. It was a tough loss last week, but we understood that we made the mistakes to lose that game. Louisiana Monroe did not beat us. We made those mistakes, so we had to learn from those. And so this week, we got back to the drawing board. We were consistent in our preparation, and we didn't, change preparation from Louisiana Monroe to Delta State. It's the same type of preparation. If anything, we try to get better. And so with that being said, the guys came in locked in. They are hungry as ever. They want to win. They have a desire to win, no matter the opponent. And so you should see that on the field today.
I tell you what, Coach, we always thank you for your insight in terms of taking a look at this Delta State team, and you always provide our fans the meat and potatoes of what we need to know going into each game.
No doubt. If you hadn't made it to the stadium down here now, I don't know if you can feel it through my voice. You can see it in my skin. but this thing is live. Y'all need to get down here now. There's plenty of time. Get down here.
Yes, indeed. No doubt about it. Plenty of time to get down here to Jackson State, Mississippi Veterans Memorial Stadium. The Vet is a 2 p.m. kickoff, and we are officially under the hour now. So thank you, Coach Riddley, and we are going to make sure we get that insight out to our fans, man. Looking forward to it. Thank you as always.
I appreciate you guys.
No doubt.